In life, there is a prevailing notion that if you work hard enough, everything will fall into place. You've heard it countless times. Just keep working hard and you'll succeed. Yet, I ask you, what is this success that we are so tirelessly chasing? Is success simply a matter of effort? Is it really the grinding, the exertion, the relentless push that defines whether we are successful or not? You see, we've been sold the idea that hard work by itself will pay off. But hard work without the right understanding or alignment often leads to frustration. It's not enough to just work hard. The question is, what is the quality of that work? What is the depth of your attention and intention behind it? Hard work can be the cause of weariness if it is not directed with clarity. Let's look at life itself. It is not merely about doing, it is about being. Life flows, it is a dance, and yet so many people believe they must fight against the current of life, constantly pushing forward with all their might. But the truth is, the more you push against life, the harder it becomes. When you work from a space of struggle and resistance, you begin to lose sight of the beauty of the journey. You miss the present moment, which holds within it the possibility for growth and true fulfillment. The external world, the system that surrounds us, may measure success by how hard we push ourselves. But true success is not about how much effort you can exert. It's about the clarity with which you move. It's about how much awareness you bring into every single action you take. When your work comes from the place of understanding, when it aligns with a deeper sense of purpose, it ceases to be work at all. It becomes an expression of who you are. So we must transcend this idea of hard work paying off in the conventional sense. The truth is, when we are fully in tune with ourselves, when our actions come from a place of stillness, we begin to see that life itself unfolds in ways that effort alone cannot explain. The work you do, the impact you have, begins to flow with ease and joy. Let us not mistake movement for progress. It's not about running harder or faster, it's about finding the rhythm that is in harmony with who we are. When we stop struggling, stop pushing, and just act from a space of clarity, we begin to experience the fulfillment that we have been seeking all along. The real question is not about how hard you work. It is about the understanding you bring to each moment of your life. Hard work, as the world defines it, is often just noise, but the work that flows from clarity, from inner stillness, is profound. So let go of the idea that effort alone will lead you to success. Work with awareness, with joy, and with the wisdom of being fully present, and you will find the greatest success that can ever be experienced. We live in a world that glorifies effort. The more you push, the more you strive, the more you struggle, the more you will be rewarded. This is the story many of us have been told from an early age. From school to work to our personal lives, we're taught that effort is the key to success, and the more effort you put in, the greater the rewards will be. But is this truly the case? Is hard work the ultimate determinant of success? Or is there something deeper at play here? The idea that hard work always pays off is a misconception. Effort in its raw form is not enough. It is important, yes, but it needs to be combined with understanding, focus, and an alignment with something larger than oneself. Effort alone, when misdirected or done without clarity, can be counterproductive. If you simply push without awareness of where you are going or why you are going there, all the effort in the world will not get you closer to your goal. In fact, hard work in its traditional sense often leads to burnout. It's not the work that drains you, it's the constant pursuit of an outcome that you think will bring you happiness, fulfillment, or success. The focus on the external reward blinds you to the present moment, and in chasing that elusive future, you miss the opportunities for growth, insight, and contentment that exist right now. When you are focused solely on working harder and harder, you are reinforcing a sense of separation between yourself and the work you are doing. You become identified with the struggle, thinking that only by working harder can you prove your worth. This creates a cycle of continuous effort with no end in sight. There is no fulfillment in this, no sense of completion, just a constant striving for an external reward that never quite satisfies. True success does not come from relentless effort. It comes from being present with what you are doing, from aligning your actions with your values, and from cultivating an awareness of the deeper currents of life. Success is not something you chase, it is something that emerges when you are in harmony with yourself and the world around you. When you let go of the notion that only effort leads to success, you open yourself up to a new way of being, one that does not depend on the external validation of your work, but on the internal satisfaction that comes from acting with purpose and presence. In the end, effort is important, but it must be informed by wisdom. It must be rooted in an understanding of what truly matters, and it must come from a place of clarity. When you act with this awareness, effort becomes a vehicle for growth rather than a burden to carry. It is not the effort that brings fulfillment, it is the alignment of your actions with your inner truth. Only then can you experience the true rewards of your work. True success is not something that can be measured by external markers alone. In the conventional sense, success is often viewed as the accumulation of wealth, the acquisition of status, or the achievement of goals that society values. These are the external measures that we often strive for, believing that once we attain them, we will feel fulfilled, accomplished, and content. However, if we look closely, we realize that these external rewards, while satisfying for a moment, do not necessarily lead to lasting fulfillment. Success in its truest form is not a destination or an achievement. It is a state of being, a quality of life, and a deep sense of inner peace and purpose. It is found in the alignment of one's actions with their higher self, in the peace that comes from living with intention, and in the joy of being fully present in the moment. True success is born from within. It comes from an internal alignment of thought, emotion, and action. It is about the clarity of your mind and the purity of your intentions. Success is not simply doing things, it is doing things with purpose, consciousness, and awareness. It is understanding that the journey is more important than the outcome, and that fulfillment comes not from reaching a goal, but from being fully engaged with the process itself. When you begin to live your life with purpose and presence, success is not something you chase, it is something that naturally unfolds. Most people are conditioned to chase success based on external definitions, the approval of others, the pursuit of material wealth, or the desire to be admired. But true success lies in understanding who you are and what you truly value. When you begin to act from a place of deep understanding and clarity, your actions are no longer driven by a desire for validation or external reward. They are guided by an inner compass, rooted in your values and aligned with your authentic self. This is the foundation of true success. It is the ability to live in harmony with your inner truth, to be in touch with what this natural order of life operates far beyond our individual lives. We might be focused on a specific event or challenge, but the universe works on a scale that we cannot fully grasp. Life in its nature teaches us that we are not separate from it. We are not isolated beings struggling to survive. We are part of a larger whole. And when we recognize this, we begin to understand the true nature of our existence. We are not meant to control life, but to experience it, to flow with it, and to find joy in the process. Life is also about balance. Every experience, every moment contains both light and dark, joy and sorrow, success and failure. This duality is not something to resist or fight against, but something to embrace. Without darkness, we cannot appreciate the light. Without difficulty, we cannot understand ease. Life's nature is about this delicate balance. where every moment holds the potential for growth, transformation, and self-discovery. When we resist the darker aspects of life, we are resisting growth itself. It is through adversity that we learn who we truly are and what we are capable of. It is through facing challenges that we build strength and resilience. One of the key aspects of understanding the nature of life is acceptance. When we accept life as it is, without the constant desire to change it or make it conform to our expectations, we find peace. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It does not mean that we stop striving for improvement or growth. Instead, it means recognizing the inherent value in every moment, in every experience, and surrendering to the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds for a reason. By doing so, we are not fighting life, but becoming one with it. In the end, life is a journey of exploration and discovery. It is a process of learning, unlearning, and becoming. To understand the true nature of life is to recognize that it is not something to be mastered or conquered, but something to be lived fully with awareness and presence. When we stop trying to control life and instead open ourselves to its flow, we begin to experience its fullness. Life is not a problem to be solved. It is an experience to be embraced in all its unpredictability, beauty, and mystery. External validation is a powerful force in our lives. From an early age, we are taught to seek approval from others, whether it's our parents, teachers, peers, or society at large. We grow up learning that our worth is often measured by how others perceive us and by the recognition we receive for our achievement. This external feedback becomes a cornerstone of how we define ourselves. We chase after the praise, the awards, the accolades, and the social recognition, believing that these affirmations will fill an inner void, that they will somehow validate our existence and make us feel seen, important, and worthy. But there is a trap in this pursuit. When we base our sense of self-worth on what others think of us, we lose touch with our true selves. Our identity becomes dependent on external sources that are often beyond our control. The praise we receive is fleeting, and the approval of others is often short-lived. In an ever-changing world, the standards of validation shift. What was celebrated yesterday may not be appreciated today, and what was once seen as a great achievement may quickly be forgotten. When we attach our sense of self to these external forces, we are essentially handing over the power of our identity to something that is temporary and unstable. This constant chase for external validation can lead to a cycle of emptiness. We may receive the recognition we crave, but it rarely leads to lasting fulfillment. The moment the applause fades, we are left with a hollow feeling.